Hi, I'm Ellie from crystallinks.com. Today is Sunday, October 17th, 2021. Through the years of writing my website, Crystal Links, and working as a therapist and a psychic, I've dealt with every and any combination of romantic things that happen to people. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter about anything. The heart wants what the heart wants, and very much the heart wants romance. People always ask me, even if they've ended a relationship and they know they need a break, question comes along, who's next? Okay, what's next? Who's next? Given up on the concept of the one, meaning the perfect person who's destined to go through life with you. That's kind of an old cliche. People don't do that anymore. Can we look at romance in 1,000 different ways? Absolutely. It means different things to different people. People's needs are different. When you get involved in a romance as you get a little older, you realize that you're bringing in everything that you've experienced and learned into the new relationship. Okay, so I'm really not here to talk about that. It is autumn. It's autumn in New York. I live in New York. It's been a wild, crazy 18 months due to COVID, climate change, chaos, and all those other C words besides change that make us stop and think maybe romance isn't the most important priority in my life. And yet there's always something about wanting to feel connected to somebody. Is there somebody, even in the short term, is there somebody out there who's the right person for me? Um, I've been thinking about what to blog in terms of romance because I think there's something about autumn that just opens the soul for a lot of people. I know a lot of people like spring romances, but autumn also has this nesting, loving feeling as to maybe somebody's going to come into my life, someone I could spend the winter with. You know, our expectations after COVID and climate and chaos and everything else is not as great as it was before. If you're young, you're a romantic. If you want the physical, that's always there, I suppose, until it doesn't work for you anymore. But bottom line is, with romance, I just looked at it from the perspective of it's autumn. And if you connect with it, as I do and many people do, you want to meet somebody. It doesn't have to be Mr. or Mrs. Right. It doesn't have to be someone who's going to be your eternal partner. It doesn't have to, it just has to be someone who meets the basic criteria of they're not going to bring their baggage in and keep it rolling along on its little wheels, throughout whatever time we spend together, that we can talk to each other, we can trust each other, we can be friends. The physical component is always important, even if you say it's not, but it is important. People want to feel that whole body, mind, and soul connection. And what better time than the autumn to meet somebody? It's just the energy feels powerful for this right now. So today I said, okay, I took out my book, my old book. It's one of my original books, Linda Goodman's Love Signs, which everybody who waits in my office here for a friend who's having a reading runs for this book and starts reading it. Like the answer is there. I don't have the answers for people. I mean, when we're doing a reading, I can tell them what I see and what I see coming. Uh, with friends and personal relationships, I can tell them the same thing. People, as they get older, are far more realistic about what works for them and how they can get the most out of a relationship and what they bring to a relationship. Not everybody can do a relationship. It's a lot of work and a lot of giving. And if you've lived alone on your own for a long time, you're not always capable of having a relationship. It's just, you got to know yourself. So today I found this picture. And if you click on the link below this little video clip, it'll take you to a picture of leaves, autumn leaves in different colors. And then underneath it, I wrote a little blog that has to do with connecting the colors of the leaves with what you want right here, right now in a relationship. Um, I can sum it up here, but I also wrote it down. Basically, there's a beautiful purple leaf. That would mean you're looking for a spiritual partner. Someone, let's say you're on a spiritual journey right now and you want to connect spiritually with somebody. That's your white leaf, that's your purple leaf, and you just feel, I need to make that kind of a connection. Then there's the red leaf, which means you want the physical, you want the emotional, you want someone who you can argue or fight with, blah, 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 and all of that kind of thing. And then there's the oranges and the yellows. Okay, it goes along with the chakras. I know you're thinking that. The orange and the yellows, you just want to be in some sort of a romantic relationship that's peaceful and nice, and you don't argue and you get along, and you're able to say, I want this and I want that, and you can communicate. Let's call it a communication part of this. And then, there's all the different colors. Then there's a blending. Some of the leaves have a blending of colors. I used it because it just jumped out and called to me and just said, this is a perfect autumn romance picture. And it's up to you to find out and figure out what you're interested in. And then if you know, okay, I'm connected to the purple one, which I was, but I shouldn't guide you. Will I find that picture? Is that person? Is there somebody out there that meets that for me? You can look at this two ways. You can look at this, it's going to happen organically, maybe because I go out a little more in the autumn, I go into nature, I do some hiking, I do some other things, and I'm going to meet that person that way. Just let it happen. Or there's so many ways people meet people today. There's texting, there's, I don't know. I don't know all those apps and all those things that people do to meet other people. Some of them are just for hookups, whatever. I have no judgment on any of it. So in the autumn, if you even feel like you want to be in a relationship, you may be like, Ellie, I don't have the energy, the time, I'm not interested. I'm going to click off of this video and call it a day. That's fine. There's never any right or wrong in what goes on. People make everything right or wrong, but whatever works for you, whatever calls to you, whatever your soul says, this is what I should be doing. This is where I want to be in the energy of this autumn of 2021 and all of the insanity that's going on in the world today. I really, in my heart, whether you're romantic or not, I'd like to meet somebody. And then some people would say, just throw it out to the universe, pick your leaf color. Once you click over, pick your leaf color and say, this is what I want. Or just watch this video and say, this is what I want. This is what I can bring to the relationship. This is what I want, even if it's not a relationship. As an autumn romance, I'm labeling it as something that will last maybe to the end of the year, and that's it. And then winter kicks in, then maybe it's just fun. You need to have some fun. We all need to have some fun. We all need some positivity. We all know where reality is going, where it is now and where it's going, and how broken everything is. And how nice would it be if you could just meet somebody who's not going to pull you into a broken, dark space and just wants to enjoy, be it from now, October, November, December to the end of the year, or who knows, maybe it'll go more. Maybe it'll last that winter window that goes from September, autumn, all the way up to spring. And then in spring, you realize, okay, that's it. I want to be free. I want to meet someone else. There's this endless blogs I've written, endless ways this can go. But at the end of the day, take a look at the link below, see if there's something there that connects for you. Close your eyes if you want, keep them open if you want, and just think, if there's somebody out there I'm supposed to meet, then I'm ready or I'm not ready, or don't bring me anybody. It's not the right timing for me. And that's it. And then let life happen. We are at the end of a cycle called time, and things are just unfolding the way they're supposed to. So just like opening your thoughts to, okay, I can do a relationship. If it's easy breezy, then do it, then try it. If nothing happens and nobody comes, then you know what? It's not necessarily your fault or their fault, or there may not be anybody out there in your sphere of people that you network with or you want to be with who are available right now to be a partner to you. You want to have a partner. Um, and on that note, I say thank you for listening to this. I know I haven't done a lot of these YouTubes recently because I'm not sure where to go. I felt I had pretty much covered everything that's current and larger than that, but you go out there, you do what you have to do. And also, if in the autumn now, you're ending a relationship or you're trying to hang on to something that does not belong in your life, just like the falling leaves, let it fall away, let it go. Never hold on to anything or anybody. It's just very bad for you, and bad for them, bad for you, and just politely move on. And that's it. It's not easy. Sometimes there's tears, sometimes there's accusations. Who knows? I don't know. I can't get into all of that. All I know is click on the link below, go into Crystal Links, look at the picture, pick a leaf, because at least the leaf will tell you emotionally what you want in a relationship today. I hope it happens for you. I hope it's a great person who you can have some fun with and learn from and just experience with. Thank you for listening. I'll think of something sooner or later to return with. Bye-bye.